Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers. to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East, a prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We've also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Good evening, everyone. Please confirm if my voice is audible. You can confirm in the chat box. Please confirm me if my voice is audible. Okay, right. Thank you for your confirmation. And also please confirm if my screen is visible for you. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, right. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our IoT classes. And so, in the last session, we discussed about a feature which is nothing but Bluetooth. So how to connect? I introduced a new module ESP32, and we discussed about that. What are the features are available? Why we are going to use this particular ESP32 over Arduino, and there are we already seen some advantages and disadvantages. So mainly we come through this particular module ESP32 because of the Bluetooth and also Wi-Fi capabilities. In the last session, we discussed about how to connect a Bluetooth to our module, and we also seen how to control a bulb. Okay, using this particular Bluetooth module, we seen in the last session, and in today's session, we'll try to discuss uh, another feature which is nothing but Wi-Fi. So, how to connect to a Wi-Fi and what are the different things are there, how we can upload this particular data to the cloud platform. We'll see that in today's session. Um, right. So first of all, as we all know, we need to. I mean, a device need to connect to a Wi-Fi. So for that particular Wi-Fi, we need some credentials. Say suppose we have say suppose to a Wi-Fi network. So Wi-Fi is nothing but internet. All right. So to that particular Wi-Fi router, if we want to connect our mobile phone, what we need to do is, sorry. So we need to know that SSID and password, which is nothing but the username. I'm just writing on here. Okay. So first of all, we need to know the username of that particular Wi-Fi router, and also the password to that particular router. Okay. So after that, what we do, we try to search for that particular username, and then we need to give the password. Okay. So if that password is correct, then we'll see a message like connected in that particular Wi-Fi settings. Am I right? So this is what we generally see. Yes or no? Right? So can you tell me, is this only connected? Anything else you will see before this particular message got popped out? So say suppose I opened my Wi-Fi settings, I selected that particular username, and then I gave a password. So once after giving the password, directly it will show you this out connected message, or any other messages will be displayed. You can push it in the chat box. A very good someone told, right? So before connected, you can see like obtaining IP address. Am I right? Yeah, fine. So whenever we connect any device to internet, so we'll see this particular IP address will be generated. So we'll see that once it is successfully connected, you'll see a message like obtaining IP address, and then you'll see connected message. Is there any other messages are also there? Can we see any other messages? You can reply in the chat box. Connected secure, yeah, that is the last one. Before that connected, any other uh messages, like someone told like obtaining IP address? Yes. Any other thing? Yes, very good. Authenticating, yes, right, got it. Any other? Sometimes you'll get a message like connecting. Okay. Generally, we'll see this type of things in our whenever we try to connect to any Wi-Fi router. So I'll follow the same steps, okay, to connect to this particular Wi-Fi. Okay. So see, our task for today is nothing but how to enable Wi-Fi to my device. How to give enable, or how to give an access to that particular Wi-Fi. So for this particular thing, so we have a library called Wi-Fi.h. Wi-Fi.h. So this is a library which we need to use to access this particular Wi-Fi to our module. So this particular Wi-Fi is nothing but it is a predefined library, no need to install. Whenever you install the package of this particular ESP32, automatically this particular Wi-Fi will be this library will be included. Okay. So before going to the next steps, I just want to ask you few more things. Can anyone tell me what are the basic features of a Wi-Fi? Basic features. So in what ways we can use this particular Wi-Fi? Okay, can anyone tell me? For sharing the data, yes. Okay. So let me connect that. So generally, and I'm not about that communication part. I'm say asking, what are the Wi-Fi features? Wireless accessing. Okay. See what? Okay. Let me come in this particular perspective, right? How we can use this particular Wi-Fi? Okay. So let me tell you first of all. So to know that a connection in the LAN. Okay. Right. Fine. Let me come back. Come straight to the point. So first of all, to retrieve the network information. Okay, that is the first thing what we can do. Retrieve, right? And also we can what we say scan the networks which are available. Yes or no? That can also be done. Okay, right? And any other to browse to the internet. Okay, right? Frequency bands. Okay, almost you are right. So we can connect to any Wi-Fi network. Yes or no? These are one more things, and also we can also create a Wi-Fi hotspot. Yes or no? Okay. Any other things can we do with this particular Wi-Fi using this particular Wi-Fi? Security, yes, fine. Okay. That is also one more thing. Any other? So say suppose in sometimes I'll try to turn like say suppose okay, let me come to the point. We can access like dual mode. So dual mode in the sense we can try to receive data from other source, and also we can give this particular data to some other devices. So that I call that as an dual mode. So let me see these particular features one by one, how to get this particular thing, all the stuff. So first of all, let me go for the first one. I mean, like retrieving the network information, or like how I call it as a scanning the information, scanning the network. Okay. So first of all, let us see what are the networks are available, and based on that we'll try to go to connection. Okay, right. So first of all, let me come back to this particular program. So first, after that we need to use generally we'll try to display some data in the serial monitor. So I'm using serial.begin. I'm using little more baud rate. Okay, got it. And after that, so Um, right. So Wi-Fi dot mode. Okay. So let me talk about this modes. So generally, we have few different modes are available. Okay. So that the same thing which we discussed. So while first one is nothing but station mode. Okay. And the second one is nothing but access point. Okay. So this station mode, we call that as STA, and access point we call it as AP. Okay. And the third one is the combination of these two. Okay. Nothing but STA plus AP. Okay. And okay, these are the main general modes are available. Let me discuss about this particular. STA is nothing but we call that as a client client device. Okay. So what I mean to say is, say suppose we have a router in our home. Okay. So what is this particular router is doing over there? Can anyone tell me? We have a router, yes or no? At our homes, we'll have generally a Wi-Fi router. What is this router will do? Transfer packets from its input link to appropriate. Yes, nothing but it is acting like a hub. Am I right? Or nothing but other Wi-Fi hub. Nothing but it will receive that particular internet through some LAN cable, and through wirelessly it is transmitting that particular internet to the devices which are connected to that particular hub. Okay, so access point is nothing but it just like acting as a Wi-Fi hub. Okay, and the client device is nothing but the station mode. It is nothing but our mobile phone. Okay, our laptop, whatever the thing, so that will be acting as a client devices. Okay, so whenever make this particular device, this ESP32 as a station mode, nothing but it will receive the data from external sources. Okay, so access point is nothing but whenever we come across this particular access, when keep this particular mode, it will receive the particular data and also it will transmit that particular, just like this one will be acting as a hotspot. We generally use this particular hotspot, right? Mobile hotspot. So we'll receive data from X source and then we'll transmit the same data to some other devices, to our friend's mobile, like that, right? So that is nothing but access point. And the third one is nothing but, sorry, this access point is nothing but it will be acting as that particular hub. And the third one is acting, but it is acting like the both the first and the second options. Okay, it will receive the data and it will transmit the data. Okay, so the station mode is nothing but it will just acting, the device will act, right? It will be acting just like a receiving the data. And access point is nothing but transmitting that. And STA plus AP is nothing but it will be acting as the both uh, what we say, collecting and then transmitting it. Okay, so here in our program, let me use station STA. Okay, so nothing but what I am doing over here, setting Wi-Fi to station mode. Okay, and after that, what I am doing, I am using a another function which is nothing but disconnect, Wi-Fi disconnect. So what is nothing but if I suppose connected to any Wi-Fi device, it will disconnect. Disconnecting from any existing network. Okay, right? I'm just giving some delay of 1000. Okay, right. Got it, guys? Understood till now? Any queries here? Is it clear, guys? So we are using modes in that we are like, I mean, I kept like a station mode. Okay. Yes, right. So the next thing is, so I'm coming back to this particular wide loop. Okay, I'm writing the main statement over here. Okay. So first of all, let me scan. Okay, what is my program? Okay, let me write on the top so that we can understand what is our program to scan the networks which are available. Okay, right. So here, what I'm doing is, first of all, let me print a message like scanning the messages, networks. Okay, so scanning the networks. Okay. And to scan that particular networks, we have a method called Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is nothing but the class. Okay. So scan networks. So this is the method which we need to use to scan it. Okay. So networks, right? Okay. So let me take a variable called n. Okay. So the number, how many networks are available in that particular, that number will be printed. Okay. So after that, let me print one more message like scan completed. Okay. So let us work till here. So, okay. So let me work till here. Let us see how many numbers are available over here. So let me print that also. So serial dot print ln of that particular n. Okay. So let me write some statements. Serial dot print of what is that? Number of networks available are. Okay, just a small message. Okay, to know whether how many um, networks are available. Okay, right. So here this is a small program just to check whether any networks are available or not. So after writing the program, what we need, first of all, we need to select that board. So what boards are available? So our board is nothing but ES Note 32S and COM8 is the port. Okay, we already seen this. Select and upload the code. Okay, I hope it is clear for you. Nothing but we are setting our Wi-Fi or nothing but our device into a station mode, which is nothing but it will be acting like a client device. It will, it will get the data from other Wi-Fi routers and will do our things. Okay, scan networks is an error. Sorry, it is a NI. Let me upload time. Okay, so. So this is the output screen where you can see any errors are there. That errors will be displayed over here. Okay, it is compiling the code. Okay, so yes, this code is nothing but it is used to connect to a Wi-Fi. Okay, right? No, no, not Wi-Fi. We are just checking what are the networks are available in this particular region. So that is what we are checking. I'll explain you how to connect to a Wi-Fi. Okay, this code is just to check how many networks are available, how many Wi-Fi hotspots or Wi-Fi networks are available. Okay, for that we just need this particular function method, which is nothing but scan networks. Okay, it's taking couple of minutes of time, so let's wait for it. Okay, and yes, compiling is done and is done. So let me open my serial monitor. Okay, right. So it is showing. Yes, wait. Okay, scanning for the networks. Okay, for me it is saying that number of networks available are only one network is available, and scanning is completed. So as I wrote it in the loop statements, so it is continuously checking that particular networks which are available. So for me it is only one network is available. Okay, right. So let me check one more thing, like what are the networks are available. Okay, so let me write that particular very simple program, nothing much complicated. So if let me write, like if n equal double equal to 0, if that network is no networks are available, what I need to do is, right, let me print like serial print ln of no networks networks found. Okay, right, else what I need to do. So serial dot, we already printed that, right? So like, okay, let me go back. So here, like for int, I'm taking a for loop. Why? Because here, I just want to display what are the available. See, for me, it is just like one network, but we can't rely on that. That sometimes we get more networks also. So that's why I'm writing it in a for loop. If suppose if n is like 5 networks, that particular 5 networks will be displayed. Okay. So for that, I'm writing this statement. Okay. So here for int, let me take a variable called I equal to 0, and I is less than n. Okay, and I plus plus. Okay, we all know about this particular syntax, right? So let me write serial dot print I plus 1. Okay, nothing but I'm just printing the number of that particular network. Okay, and serial dot print or print. So like I just want to display in such a way, like the first one dot and the network name, and two dot and network name. Okay, like that I just want to display. Okay, so serial dot print of. So here I'm just using one more method, which is nothing but SSID. So SSID is nothing but the username, technical term of that particular username is nothing but we call that as SSID. Okay. So Sorry guys, sorry for the interruption. A technical glitch. So let me back to the things. Okay, right where we are. Yeah. So right, I hope you understood what we discussed. Okay, so let me write this particular thing. So let me use SSID is nothing but the username. Okay, and okay, right. That's it. I don't want to make it complicated. So right. So that Ellen. Okay, and let me give some delay. Okay, right. So board is connected and to COM port. So let me upload the code. So code is uploading. Mhm. So code is uploaded. Let me open this particular things. So scanning the networks. Okay, as we wrote it in the loop. SSID is not working. Sorry, I need to mention I over here. Right. So let me re-upload it. So SSID and I is nothing but the which I network, the name of that particular network. So nothing but what we are doing over here is just we are scanning the networks which are available, and after that we are going to display that particular networks. Okay, so that is what our program is. Okay, so the code is uploading. Code is uploading, and then done uploading. So scanning the networks. So that is what the three I have three. So it is scanning. And you can see one network is there, Redmi Note 9 Pro. This is connected, and also there are some other uh, networks are also there like Airtel. So this is how we can scan and check whether what are the networks are available using this particular code. Okay. So what let me do, let us do one more thing. Let us okay. Uh, let me connect to one particular network and see how we are going to connect to any network. So why we need this particular network to be connected means, so say suppose we are connected to some sensors. Okay, so that particular sensors data we need to upload to the cloud platform, yes or no, to the cloud. So because IoT is all about collection of data and uploading it to the cloud platform, am I right? So what we are over here, first of all, to upload the data to the cloud platform, so we need a Wi-Fi network. Yes or no? To that particular Wi-Fi network, we are going to upload the part, transfer the data to the cloud platform. So using right the Wi-Fi network. So let us see how to connect to any network in that. So previously here you can see there is a network is there at Redmi Note 9 Pro. So I'm trying to connect to that particular network. Okay, so first of all, we need to include a library, right? So ash include Wi-Fi dot h. Sorry, ash include Wi-Fi dot h. Okay. So here I'm trying to save my what we say username and password. Okay, so let me use a character data type and SSID. I'm taking it as an array. So SSID is nothing but the network username. Okay, so here let me go for Redmi Note 9 Pro. Okay, so this is my username, and I'm storing my password. Okay, with a name variable name called pass. Okay, that is an array. Okay, so let me store that. Okay, is the password. Just a second. Just give me 1 second. Password. Okay. Okay. Right. After that, let me come back straight to the setup. Right. So here, let me use serial dot begin. Okay, I'm using little more baud rate than the default one, which is nothing but 11500. Okay, and we need to set the mode, right? So Wi-Fi mode. So Wi-Fi dot mode. So what mode we are going? We are using STA mode. Okay, right? So underscore. Okay, that is a station mode. That's what we seen in the previous program, right? And let me come back to here this loop. Okay, so here what I'm doing is, if I'm just checking if my if I connected to any wireless network, which is to any network. So here, what I'm doing is I'm taking a method called status. Okay, I'm checking the status of this particular Wi-Fi. Okay, if it is not equal to any wireless, while if it is not connected to any wireless network. Okay, connected. Okay, then I need to go inside that particular if loop. So here I'm not, what I'm doing is not equal to. It means that if this condition will be false, when if it when I connect when if it is already connected to any network. Okay, so if it is not connecting to any network, okay, then see, this is what I am going to follow. Okay, the username and password is right, and then I'll follow this particular procedure. Okay, so let me go back. So serial dot print ln, or okay, print ln. So here I'm writing like attempting to connect to the SSID. Okay, so let me display that particular SSID also, so that we'll have an idea to which SSID we are going to connect. So SS serial dot print ln of, so SSID. Okay, I'm just printing that. Okay, then so let me print like serial dot print. What is this? Serial dot print ln of. Right, I'm displaying some message connecting. Okay, so here how to connect. So right, let me use a method called Wi-Fi dot begin. So using SSID and password. So nothing but I'm trying to establish a connection with that particular username and password. Okay, then I'm going to print, like say suppose in whenever you are trying to connect to that particular, we'll see these particular dots. Am I right? So these dots indicates it's trying to connect to that particular network. Okay, so similarly here also I'm trying to print that particular dots. So this particular dots indicates that this module is trying to connect to that particular Wi-Fi. Okay, and here I'm dealing giving a delay of intentionally of 5 seconds. So why in the sense? So it takes what we say at least 2 to 3 seconds to connect to any Wi-Fi network. Am I right? So here, what I'm trying to do is I'm giving a delay of 5 seconds so that I'm giving enough time to this particular module to to connect to connect to that particular network. So once it is successfully connected, what happens? I'll try to display a message called message like connected. Just a second, guys. A message like Wi-Fi. Sorry, Wi-Fi is connected. Okay, just a small message. Understood, guys? Is it understood? Very simple things. Just we need to. Generally, I wrote a couple of serial prints just to know about to which network I am going to connect and also the status of that. So this is the main program where we need to use to connect to that particular SSID and password. So first, before that, I'm trying to check whether this particular module is connected to any network or not. Understood, guys? Any queries? Can anyone tell me whether this particular code is correct or anything else I need to include in this particular code? Just you can drop it in the, I mean, you can share your answers in the chat box. Understood what I wrote in this particular program? Wi-Fi disconnect? That is not mandatory. We are trying to connect to that particular Wi-Fi, right? So here in the previous program also, I wrote it. Like just in case if anything is there, but that is not, that is an optional one. So Wi-Fi dot disconnect. Okay, so right IP address is not displayed, am I right? So let me display that IP address also just to know uh, to which IP address we connected, so just to know that. So serial dot print ln, sorry, print of like IP address, right? So IP address. Okay. So let me use like serial dot print ln of Wi-Fi dot local IP. So this is the method we need to call to access that particular IP address. Okay, fine. At the end, let me give some delay of say suppose 1,000. Right, fine. Anything else? Anything else to display, guys? So is the code right? Is the code right? Will it executes? So password we already given over here, right? On the so SSID and password. So this is a statement where we are trying to connect to that authentication. That will be authentication is nothing but the password and SSID, right? Right. So here, what I mean to say is, okay, like let me save it. Okay, let me connect to my board and check whether it will execute perfectly or not. So based on that particular error, try to rectify it. So I connected to Node 32S board and COM8 is connected. Okay. So let me upload it. Okay, it is compiling the code. Okay, it takes a couple of minutes to compile. Okay, you have any queries, you can ask me meanwhile. Okay, it is uploading. Okay, it is successfully uploaded. So let me go back to the serial monitor. See, the code, it is already connected. So here Wi-Fi is connected. Let me reset it one more time. So there is a reset button is available on that particular board. So it is attempting to connect to that SSID Redmi Note 9 Pro. So it is connecting, and it is once it is connected, so Wi-Fi is connected, and then IP address is displaying. So this is the IP address of my particular board. Understood, guys? This is how we need to connect to a particular network. Is it clear? Any queries? If you have any queries, you can ask me, guys. I hope it is clear for you. So this by this program we learned how to connect to a Wi-Fi without password. How can we connect to any Wi-Fi? Because that is what authentication is meant, right? So it is not open source. If you want to connect to an open source, also that password is nothing is password over there. Am I right? So blank password, then it will be connected automatically. Okay. So if it is an authentication or for security purpose, all the time we'll try to connect. I mean, we'll keep passwords, right? So if we don't have any password, there is a chance of hacking our device. Am I right? So that is not comes under the security perspective. Okay. So hacking Wi-Fi is not our concept over here. Okay. So fine, right. So this is how program of how to connect to a Wi-Fi. Now we'll see how to send this data, send a sensor data to the cloud platform. Okay. So first of all, let us discuss about what is a cloud. Can anyone tell me? Uh, in the chat box. So first of all, so our task is completed. We completed like to connect to a Wi-Fi, and in the previous sessions we saw how to collect data from sensors. So that two tasks are completed. Now our task is to upload this particular sensors data to the cloud platform. Am I right? So using this particular ESP32. Okay. Now before uploading the code, let us see how to what is a cloud. Can anyone tell me? Virtual storage, yes. Yes. So I hope everyone knows about this particular cloud, right? Am I right? Right. So there are different types of clouds are available in the market. Okay. So as you all know, like AWS is one of the cloud. Okay. Azure is also one of the cloud, like Watson, etc. IBM Watson, Google Cloud. There are a lot of clouds are available. So in the starting sessions also we discussed about this cloud platforms. Let me show you few more clouds. Okay. Okay, right. These are the cloud platforms which are available. Just now we discussed like AWS, Amazon, AWS IoT Core is one cloud. Microsoft Azure is a cloud platform, not IoT cloud. Let me go for cloud platforms. Okay, yep. So these are the different clouds which are available, like AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud, DigitalOcean. These are the different. For any company, they will be having this particular cloud platform. Okay, so cloud is nothing but the virtual storage, nothing but the where we are going to store our data virtually. Okay, virtually there will be a data centers where the data will be stored, but we don't know where the location of that particular data center. It will be remote storage things. Okay, so coming to this IoT point of view, also there are some cloud platform, dedicated IoT cloud platforms are available. Okay, so in that so AWS, in AWS we have a platform called IoT Core, where we are going to store the our collected data from the devices to that particular cloud platform. And Azure Cloud, Google Cloud is there, Watson IoT, Cisco, Oracle, ThinkWorks, Salesforce, Thinkerboard. Okay, these are the different what we say cloud platforms which are available for a IoT point of view. Okay, so in today's session, I am trying to show you a cloud platform. Okay, so which is for student friendly, or we call it as the beginner friendly. So that cloud is nothing but ThinkSpeak. Okay, ThinkSpeak is a cloud platform. It is an open source cloud platform which is managed by MathWorks. Okay, so this is a cloud platform which generally we'll try to upload the code in this particular cloud, and we need to do some. We can do some analysis. We can do the visualizations, etc. So in the previous sessions, we try to discuss about IoT is about a 4D technology. Am I right? In my perspective, I defined in these particular things. So first D is all about data collection. Okay. And the second D, which we discussed, is nothing but it is a data storage. Okay. And the third one is nothing but data analysis. Yes or no? If you remember that in our previous sessions we discussed about this, and the last one is nothing but data visualization. So this is the 4Ds what I generally define it. So data collection is nothing but how to collect the data, so like using some sensors. So now we are going to discuss about the data storage and data analysis and data visualizations. Okay, so what is data storage is nothing but where we are going to store, that is nothing but the cloud platform. Okay, in the cloud we are going to store this particular data. Okay, so this is one of the cloud platform which is of open source. Okay, to store our data. Understood? So here this let me discuss about this particular cloud. So this is for a beginner level or an starting student point of view. This cloud platform is very useful. Okay, there are some other open source cloud platforms are also there. Even AWS is also offering a use of their cloud platforms for 1 year of free of cost. But these particular things speak have more advantages than that particular AWS is like it is completely commercial, but this thing speak is somewhat user friendly, or the student friendly, or a beginner friendly cloud platforms. Okay, so this cloud ThinkSpeak is for IoT, where we can data collection in the cloud with advanced data analysis using MATLAB. Okay, using MATLAB, we are going to do the data analysis. So don't worry, I'm not going to teach you any MATLAB over here. So there will be some templates are available. Using that particular templates, we are going to do that particular analysis. Okay, right? So and this is what about this IoT ThinkSpeak. So ThinkSpeak is an IoT analytic platform service that's allow you to aggregate, visualize, and analyze the live data streams in the cloud platform. So you can send data to ThinkSpeak from your devices, create instant visualizations of live data, and send it. So ThinkSpeak is nothing but, so we can collect the data, we can send the data to the cloud, we can do that analysis and visualizations. Excuse me. And also we can react to the particular data. Okay. So what are the features are there? These are the different features are there. And this is an open source, guys. You can create an account over here. So works with these are the devices or for these devices can from these particular devices we can transfer the data to this particular cloud platform. Okay, got it. So have you heard about this cloud before any time? Have you worked on this particular cloud platform before? You can reply it in the chat box. No. Okay, fine. Okay, right. So fine. Okay, fine. So let us just what we do is we just will try to create an account. So click on that particular login. Okay. So just a normal thing, how you are going to create an account in any other platform in just a similar fashion you can create. So create one and use your credential, email ID, location, first name, and then continue. It will send you some authentications to your email. Okay, just accept all those stuff. Okay, just a normal account creation. I already have an account in this particular uh, what we say cloud platform, so I'm using that. Okay, you can also create uh in this. Okay, right. So let me first explore what are the options are available in this particular cloud platform. Okay, so whenever you create these are the options will be enabled for you. Let me explain you so that you'll have an idea. So first of all, let me come from the back. So support, so you'll have a documentation support, some tutorials are also available, example programs is available, community support is there. So if you have any queries in this particular cloud platform, you can choose any one of this particular option to know. Okay, and then the next one is devices. So devices are nothing but to from which devices how you are going to connect to this particular cloud platform. Okay, so here we are going to follow a communication protocol which is nothing but MQTT, message queue telemetry transport. So using that particular protocol, we can transfer the data to this particular ThingSpeak. Okay, so we'll discuss that this MQTT protocol little later. Okay, right. And coming to these applications, so applications are nothing but the options which are available here. So one in that first option is nothing but analysis. So as we all know, we have a huge amount of data will be there. So that data we need to analyze it. Okay, and also visualizations. So visualizing, you can see in these particular pictures how they are visualizing the data. So in the same fashion, we can visualize our things speak I mean the data. Okay, so plugins are available. Some plugins, time control, React, Talkback, thing, HTTP. We are going to explore these particular what we say options little later. Okay, so but just have a glance like these are the options or applications are available in this particular things cloud platform. And coming to the channels in this we call this as a projects. Okay. So my channel is nothing but my project. So my image channel is nothing but say suppose if you are working on any image processing or any images related projects, you can store your images in this particular platform also. But this images channel, if you want to use this particular image channels, you need to pay for that. Okay. Only for the paid users, this image channels will be enabled. And watch channels, if you watched any other channel that will be say, displayed over here. Public channels is nothing but, so if you made your project as public, then those channels or those projects we call it as a public channels. Okay, so let me go to one few public channels just to have an awareness like to know how this cloud look like. Let me choose. Okay, right, weather station is there, right? So let me open this particular weather station. So this is a weather station. This is our cloud platform, how our data will be displayed. Okay, right. So you can see here on the top, you can see this is the name of this particular channel. And whenever you create this particular channel, a unique channel ID will be created. Okay. And this is the author of that particular channel. and the axis, either it is a public channel or a private channel, that will be displayed over here. And this is a description of that particular channel. So MathWorks weather station, it is from West Garage, Naktik MA from USA. Okay, your channel location is displayed over here, and these are the different fields. Okay, so the data, so you can see like wind direction, the data will be displayed over here. So this is an updated one, I guess. Okay, right. So you can see it is on Monday, April 7th, 2025 and 2019, nothing but 1819. At that particular time, this data got uploaded. Okay, and the second field is like wind speed, humidity, temperature, rain, pressure. So zero, which is nothing but as it is not raining over there, that's why it is in zero. Okay, this is a pressure, this is a power level, and this is a light intensity. As it is a daytime in the US, you can see this is the intensity. In the night time, you can see all the zeros will be there. Am I right? So this is how you are going to, or what we say, display your data in a graphical format. Okay, in this particular cloud platform, you have these particular options. Okay, so let me go, let us create a channel here. So the first one is nothing but we need to go to my channels. Okay. So I already have a channel over here. Let me create one channel. So here on the top, you can see my new channel. So click on new channel to create a channel. So first thing, you need to give a name. So like say suppose XLR. So like SDP, Student Development Program. Okay. And here description is optional. Let me write something. So uploading the data from sensors. Uploading data from. Okay. And here, after that, you can see there are fields are available. Okay. So previously, just now we saw, right, there are graphs. Okay, right. So here nothing but in a particular channel, we can upload up to 8 fields or nothing but 8 sensors data, or 8 parameters we can upload to a single channel. Okay, right? Remember this particular point. Like to a particular channel, we can upload like 8 different parameters to this channel. Okay, so to upload that, we need to enable that particular fields. Okay, so if you are uploading only 2 parameters, then you need to enable 2 fields, and you need to give a name. You can give a name to that particular field. Okay, and after that, metadata and tags, external site, you can link to any external site, or you can link to your GitHub. Okay, you can enable the channel location. Okay, you can give the latitudes and longitudes over there. And if you have any live streaming data, you can enable the YouTube, and you can give the YouTube URL over there. Like that, you can give options. These are all optional. Okay, so it's not mandatory that you need to give everything. Okay, so I suggest you to give a name, and focus on these particular fields. Okay, just after doing all the stuff, click on save channel. Okay, now after clicking on the save channel, your channel will be created successfully. Okay, so let us see, analyze the same stuff. So this is my name which I gave, and this is a description of that. And I told you that whenever we create a channel, so a unique ID will be created. Okay, this is unique, and this is the other. Okay, and the access is private. Okay, private in the sense this is only accessed by myself. Okay, and here are the different options are available over here. So public view, private view, public view channels. Okay, let us discuss one by one. So the channel stats. Okay, this is created less than a minute ago. Okay, just now we created, and there are 0 entries. There is no value over here. So as we enable 2 fields, so 2 fields are 2 chats are created over here. Okay, with the date. Okay, and that's it, only 2 channels. If you enable few more fields, all those fields will be displayed over here. Okay, And let us come and explore the options which are available. The private view, this is the private view, this is only viewed by myself. And the public view, this is I didn't enable any public, right? So that's why this public view will be just a second. So this public view is, this channel is not public because I didn't made this channel as public, right? So that's why this is not enabled. So this channel settings, the same settings which we seen in while we creating this channel, the same settings will be seen over here. If you want to enable few more fields, you can enable it over here. And then after the end, you can save the channel. If you want to clear the data which is there in your channel, you can clear it. And also if you want to delete, you can delete in this particular uh, option. Okay, so I'm just saving it because I enabled two fields over there, so that's why two see, you can see two more fields I enabled it, so we need to save it. And sharing. Okay, if you want to share this, generally the default one is like it is in the private view. Okay, so if you want to share with everyone, then if you want to make it public, then you need to select the second option, which is nothing but share channel view with everyone. And the third one is if you want to share with only a few users, then you can enable this third option. Like if you are working as a team, if you want to share this particular data for some other analysis or like that, then you need to you can share this using this particular third option, right? And the next one is API keys. So these API keys are very, very important. So these API keys is used for the exchange of data. Okay, or if you want to write data to some particular channel, then you need to use that write API key. If you want to read data from one particular channel, then you need to use this particular read API key. So these API keys are auto generated whenever you created this particular new channel. Okay, so just you need to keep this is just like your passwords. Okay, if you want, if you share this particular API keys, all your data will be shared. They can others can access it. So try to not disclose this particular API keys. Okay, and then this data import or export, if you want to import any data to this particular platform in a manually, you can import it. Okay, so there will be a prescribed format. They also give you this particular format. Okay, you need to create that particular Excel. So we need to upload only CSV file. So that CSV format will be there. So using that particular CSV format, we can upload the data to this particular cloud platform. And also you can export the data which is available. So that particular data can be exported for further any other. If you can use Tableau, you can use Power BI, etc. For that, you can use this particular data. Okay, for that you can export it. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Any queries? Any queries, guys? Till here, is it clear? Please let me know in the chat box. If it is clear, then we'll try to write a piece of code to upload the data to this particular cloud platform. Okay, right? So let me go back to this particular program. Okay, let me use the same Wi-Fi program. Okay, so we already know about this, right? Right, fine. So here I have a sensor. Okay, uh, guys, did I explain to you about this DHT sensor? I forgot. Did I explain you DHT sensor, digital humidity and temperature? Yes, I remembered. I discussed. Okay, right. So here what I'm doing is I have a DHT sensor. So DHT sensor is nothing but digital humidity and temperature sensor, right? So I'm trying to upload this particular what we say DHT sensors data to this particular cloud platform. Okay, so let me write this particular DHT sensor program. So for that we need to include what we say DHT library, right? So DHT dot H. Okay. So first of all, let me write the code for DHT, and later on we'll try to use that particular ThinkSpeak program. Okay, fine. So if you have, meanwhile, if you have any queries, you can ask me, guys. Okay, right, fine. So after that, so we need to create what we say um a use method, right? So DHT underscore to which pin we are connecting. Say suppose I connected to 26th pin, and the type of that particular sensor is DHT11. As I told you in the previous sessions, like there are two types of DHT sensors are available. So DHT 22 and DHT11. So I'm using DHT11 over here, and I'm trying to enable that particular DHT sensor. So DHT dot begin, and okay, fine. So come back to this particular if it is connected, and then so let me take two variables. One is for what we say temperature and humidity. So let me take float. Okay, HUM for humidity, temp for to read store the data of temperature. Okay, so here, so HUM is equal to DHT dot read humidity. Okay, and temp, we already discussed this, right? So if you are unable to follow, then you can go back to our previous lectures and you can go through it. Okay, so read humidity is a method which we call to read that humidity value, and read temperature is used to read the temperature values. Okay, so here what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to display this humidity values. So humidity, okay, so serial dot println of humidity HUM, similarly for temperature. Temperature, am I right? I hope you are following this. Okay, right. So I'm just giving some delay. Okay, so I'm trying to minimize this delay statements. That's why I copied from above. In the previous, whenever we are discussing this particular DHT program, sometimes we saw that there is a NANs are available. NANs are displayed. Have you remembered that? What is meant by that particular NAN? Okay, I told at that particular point of time, and I guess in the last session only. So we connected this DHT sensor. Okay, whenever we after connecting that, we in the serial monitor we saw like NANs. What is this NAN? So NANs are nothing but it is not a number, right? Okay. So, but we can't upload that. See, in a cloud platform, if we want to do analysis. Okay. So generally, in general case, if I want to take an average value, okay, say suppose let me go back over here. All right. So I'm trying to upload this particular DHT. Say suppose the humidity values are like 38.5, like 35.5. So something like this. Okay. 35.0. So in between that, I encounter this particular NAN. Okay, and after that again the sensor got rectified. Okay, and like this it is displaying. Okay, so here I just want to do that analysis for this particular humidity values. Okay, say suppose I want to calculate the average value of this particular humidity. Can I get this particular average value? You understood my question? So previously, whenever we are doing this particular DHT sensor, so we encounter this particular NANS. So what I did is I connected this sensor and trying to upload this particular data to the cloud platform. So after some time, I want to do an average value, calculate an average value. So can anyone tell me what is this average value? First of all, do we get this average value? Can we calculate average value with this particular values? You can push in the, you can share it in the, what we say, chat box. Can we calculate? No, right? Okay, we can't calculate. Why? Because so here nans are there. Nans is nothing but this is just garbage values. Nothing but it is not a number. Okay. To calculate an average value, we need to have the number. Okay, these are the numbers. So nothing but then we can calculate. If these nans are not there, we can easily calculate the average value. Okay, but we are getting this particular nans, so we can't do that analysis. Okay, we can't do calculate that particular average value. So how to avoid this particular nans? Okay, so there are two ways. One thing is using some machine learning, you can avoid that. Okay, and also, and the other way which I prefer is we are trying to neglect that in the initial stage. Nothing but in the before uploading, we'll check that particular data, and if it is a number, then only we are going to upload it. If it is not a number, if we are encountering this particular nans, we'll try to delete that. Okay, so for that what I'm doing is I'm trying to use a function called isNan of humidity or isNan of temperature. Okay, if I encounter this, what I need to do is I want to return it back. Very simple. I don't want to display anything. Okay. If I am getting any nans, then my program will return back to the starting stage. Okay. If it is not a nan, then the data will be printed. And then I'll upload the data to the cloud platform. Okay. Uh, guys, I'm sorry for this inconvenience. So there is a power cut here, okay, and my laptop battery is almost dead. Okay, so we'll try to continue this next thing in our next class. Okay, so I hope it is clear for you. If you have any queries, please let me know over here. If you have any queries till now, this is what we discussed. I've just discussed the Wi-Fi and the DHT program. So in tomorrow's session, we'll try to discuss how to upload this to cloud platform. Okay. So if you have any queries till now, you please let me know. So time is there, guys. Just a couple of minutes. So because my battery is not there, so we can't continue it further. So if you have any queries, please let me know. Okay, right then. Thank you. Thank you for attending. Tomorrow we'll try to see to upload how to upload um, this particular data into the cloud platform. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So, students, I shared the attendance link in the chat box. I'm resharing that. So, please make sure that everybody's marking the attendance. If you not mark that, please take a moment and mark your attendance. If we have marked the attendance in a YouTube for all the days, we'll get our certificate. Yes, yes. Attendance link over the Zoom, YouTube, and LMS is the same. So, you can mark anywhere. Sneha, I just shared that. If you scroll up the chat, then you'll find that link. Okay, great. Chalo. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a nice day, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.